Hey my dear friends, once again welcome back to the channel. I am Gaurav here and that's the 30th video of this series. And in today's video we're gonna build our game for the very first time. So, are you guys excited? Yeah, me too. Well then, let's get started. But before we begin, as I always say, if you're new in the channel then please check out our previous videos first. Also subscribe to the channel and don't forget to hit that bell icon, it's absolutely free. Alright, so to create an executable file aka .exe file of our game, first of all we have to make sure that we are working on the right platform. So let's check it out. Here, click on the file, then build settings, and then under the build settings here we have many platforms like Windows, WebGL, Android, iOS, etc. So you can choose any of these platforms as per your requirements. Like if you want to make your game for Android devices, then you can choose Android, or if you want to play your game on the web, then you have to select the WebGL. It's very convenient and flexible that you can build your game for any platform, and the best part is that you don't even need to make any changes in your code to do so, and that's amazing, isn't it? Now if you are a Windows, Mac or Linux user, then choose this one. So here, cause I'm a Windows user and I wanna create an exe build, so that's why I'll choose first module, which is for Windows, Mac and Linux platforms, which is by default selected. Now look over here, there is a little Unity icon. It's indicating that which platform we are currently working for. So right now we are on Windows, Mac and Linux, but if in case you wanna build your game for any other platform, then you can easily switch to any of these platforms. And to do so, click on the platform you want to build your game for, and then simply click on the switch platform button, and then it'll take some time according to your system speed. But it may be possible that the platform you want to work on is not installed on your system. Like let's say you want to build your game for Android devices, but then here you see that it's looking a bit blur or sluggish. That means this platform isn't yet installed on your PC. So click on the Android and then here it says install it with the Unity help. Click on it. Now here the Unity hub will pop up on your screen, and it's already selected the Android platform and its SDK. It's ready to install on your PC and it'll take up to 2 GB space on your system. Now just click on the continue button and it'll start installing on your PC. And now it may take a long time, depends on your system hardware and your internet speed. But for now I don't want to set it up cause it'll take a long time and I don't want to make this video too long, right? So you can install it if you want, but for now let's just go back to the Unity. And here we have some settings that will remain as they are for now, but there are some other settings also which we have to set up before we build our game. However, we can build our game by completely ignoring these settings, but it will not have its own feel, you know, like you made your own game, so this should have your own finishing touch, isn't it? So let's take a look at these settings as well. Now down here we have a player settings. Click on it and it will open another window, and here we have bunch of settings, this and that. Oh my god, relax, don't panic. For the time being we'll focus only on the player settings and nowhere else, right? Okay, got it. Now here we have some more settings like company's name, where we will write our company name, but as for now I don't own any company, so for now I'll write my channel name, which is PixelXplay. Don't forget to subscribe. Okay, so next we have product name. Here we will write the name of our game, which is prototype. Then we have version. For now I'll leave it as it is, but next time whenever we make any kind of changes in our game, at that time we should update it by increasing the value of its version. Well, it's totally up to you that how much you want to increase its value. It will not affect anything in game. Next we have a default icon. Here we will pass an image which will be the icon of our game. For now I'll pass this image just to save our time. Then we have a default cursor and cursor host, which will remain the same as they are for now. And now down here we have few more settings as well. But again, we are not gonna go too deep or else this video will get ridiculously long. So to save our time, we will just focus on few important things. However, you can take some time and feel free to experiment with these settings to be more familiar with them. Otherwise, be with me, and now let's take a look at the splash image settings as well. Now first of all, we have to know that what's the splash image? Well, it's an image that appears at the very first on the screen for a few seconds whenever we launch any game or any application. Now let's see what happens when I click on the preview button. Here we see we have our Unity's default splash animation, which is boring. So let's do some changes in it so that it'll look a little better. Okay, now first change its splash style to light to dark. And then here change its animation from dolly to custom. By doing these two sliders will appear underneath the animation. Here logo zoom and background zoom. Using these sliders you can change the zoom effects according to your taste, like how much zoom you want to see in the animation. For now I'll leave them as they are. Now next we have a logo list which is completely empty right now. So let's add a logo by clicking on the plus icon. Then I'll drag my channel logo in here and leave its logo duration as its default, but you can change it according to your need. This is just an animation time of your logo, like how long will your logo be visible on the screen. Now imagine a scenario when we are collaborating with other studios, or we are working with two different teams, or maybe someone is sponsoring our game, etc. At that point there will be a need to show more than one logo here. So here we can add multiple logos by clicking on the plus icon. Here I'm gonna put this image in there, and then I'm gonna set its duration to 4, which looks fine for now. Then we have a background settings, and here first we have an overlay opacity and background color, blur background image and background image, and alternate portrait image. Now here on the background image I'll pass this image, and I specially decorated my channel logo for this video. How is it? Is it look good or bad? Please comment down in the comment box. I really wanna know your opinion, and then other settings will remain as they are. Now let's see the preview. It looks fine, not bad. Well, at least it's better than default, isn't it? Well, I'm not an artist, but you can create better than this, much better than, far better than this. So use your creativity and have a fun. Alright, now close the window and click on the build button. Then here on the desktop, I'll create a separate folder for this game so that everything looks nice and well organized, and I'll name it Prototype YT Game Project. Then hit the choose folder button and your game will start to build. Now it might take very long time, depends on your system hardware, so sit back and relax. Alright, so now it's done. There's no errors, everything looks fine, and our game is ready to play. Now let's move to the desktop in the prototype folder, and here you see we have successfully created our game. So here's our game logo, which is .exe file, which means it's an executable file. Okay, so what are we waiting for? Let's launch our game. And awesome, it looks great, doesn't it? Everything working as expected. Now let's see, is our exit button working properly or not. And amazing, everything working as fine as they should be. Okay, so guys and girls, that's all in this video, and from now I'll create separate standalone videos, and in the near future I'll create a new series which will be focused on 2D games. So till then, keep learning, keep practicing, and I'll meet you in the further upcoming videos. For now, see you later. Let's take a look at the splash. Okay. And now let's take a look at the splash. And now let's take a look at the splash image settings. Slash. Okay.